Hello, good day to you all. After a few days, I am back again. During my last video, I discussed on gaps. Gaps acting as support and resistance. Today, we will start with the support and resistance. Identifying support and resistance is the main task in the stock market, either for investors or for traders. Those who pioneer in identifying the support and resistance, they made or they minted money. As we learned in our candlestick charting techniques, those who identified certain candles which are acting as support and resistance, they were the earliest in the market to book profit or to make an entry. There are many other tools used in the market like gaps for identifying the support and resistance. Few of them we will discuss in this lesson. Support and resistance is a vast subject itself. So we go by chapter. It is difficult to complete within 1 or 2 sessions. It's a vast subject, we have to go deeper into it. And you must know how to identify the support and resistance, then only we can make money in the market. Before I continue with my technical analysis on the support and resistance, there are many books written by many authors on technical analysis. I suggest to get one copy of these books by George Magee and Edwards, Technical Analysis of Stock Trends. Then second book is Technical Analysis Explained by Martin J. Pring. This book is also equally good. And a complete guide to technical analysis and Indian perspective by Martin J. Pring. Martin has done a lot of research on the Indian stock market and many Indian stock he used for studying his and writing this book. Then next book is How to Select Stocks by Technical Analysis by Martin J. Pring. Such certain tools used to analyze the stocks. There is one book, Time Your Trades with a Technical Analysis by Sachidananda Pradhan and Hemant Kale and Shirang Joshi. This is a good book for the beginners and it is not expensive. This is the book, Technical Analysis by Edward Magee. It's a good book, lot of information and lot of worked out examples. Please go through this one, study thorough. Then you will become a good trader or investor and technical expert. This is another one I mentioned as Martin J. Pring's Technicals Explained. This is also another book by Martin J. Pring. I hope you can see. How to select stocks using technical analysis. This is the book written by Sachidananda Pradhan, Hemant Kale and Chirag Joshi. All these books are good. There are many other books more in the market. So get some copy of this one and make it a practice to study thorough. Because you are we are here to learn technical analysis to make money. Money comes only with the knowledge. Without proper knowledge and proper tools, we will be in the market unarmed. So prepare yourself for a better trader and a better investor. Support and resistance and introduction. Support is defined as buying sufficient volume to halt downtrend in price for an appreciable period. This can be a one-day candle, it can be a horizontal line, it can be certain patterns. A support zone represents a concentration of demand. Demand is more, so sellers are overpowered. At support level is a price level at which sufficient demand for the stock to halt the price falling further. Whatever the stocks are there to sell, there are more buyers to buy all. That area is known as support zone. Resistance is defined as selling sufficient in volume to satisfy all bids and stop prices from going higher. Resistance zones represent a concentration of supply. So resistance are the place where more sellers and less buyers. Sellers are overbought, so that area or line or pattern area is known as resistance zone or resistance line or resistance area. To analyzing resistance and support area, in our lesson we will deal or we will learn previous highs and previous lows, trend lines, moving averages, Fibonacci proportions, gain angles, various patterns, gaps. Gaps we already discussed as a separate lesson, so we are not going to gaps anymore. So those who missed, please go to my video tutorials on gaps. Itself a vast subject. Support and resistance develop at previous high. What is the market sentiment at the high? Why it is acting as a resistance? Once you understand why it is acting as a resistance, then it is easier to identify the resistance area or zone. As the price reaches at the previous high, those who bought at a lower level, they are in profit and try to book profit as the previous resistance zone is reaching. There are many tools in the market to identify the resistance area or zones, and those who bought earlier, they are in profit and they don't want to lose money, so what they do, they book profit or exit from the stock. in that case there will be more stock on the selling side or enough to satisfy the buyers. Those who bought at higher levels at the previous high, they were reluctant to accept the loss and was holding the stock. As the price reached to the previous high, these people get some relaxed and try to exit at a minimum loss. Suppose A bought some stock, say a Reliance stock at 1550 was running, and the 1000 Reliance stock went to 1600, say example. Then price came down, and when the price came down, the people who bought at 1550, they are in pain because they are losing money. So they are waiting for a chance to price to come back. So after a few months, if the price come back again to 1550, those people who are in pain already, they don't want to take any more pain because that stock they cheated them. So what they do, they try to exit. So at the second peak, they exit without much loss. Some of the market participants feel the valuation is expensive, so try to exit at their stocks. These also people who are holding the stock, they understand the stock is expensive, so they book the profit. So the prices reaches the previous high, more sellers and less buyers. Hence demand is less and the supply is more. And those who are looking for the valuations, they see the valuation is high, so many people stand outside from the market. They will not enter to buy the particular stocks. So the demand is less and supply is more. So that zone acts as a resistance. Here is an example. Previous highs act as resistance. Now this is Nifty weekly chart. This is one high and second high here. Those who bought here at the support, they are in good profits. So they are waiting to exit. And when it came, they made a good profit. So many people they thought book the profit. They book the profit here, they book the profit here, they book the profit here. So sellers were more. And some people who lost the chance here, they bought here maybe. Example, they bought here. And the price came here with a candle, price reversed from here, it came down. And as it come down, those people who bought here, they are in pain. They are losing money. And the price came all the way down here. So these people who bought, they are supposed to exit accepting certain loss. But in market, many people will hold on to their stocks. They don't exit. Many of them don't like keeping stop loss also. Like certain ant, they hold it till the death. So these type of people, they face the severe pain are losing money and they are waiting to exit with a small profit or no profit. So when the stock bounce back again, as the price reached here, those who bought here, they made small profit and they knew already this is the resistance area. So they tried to exit here. So second type of people who are in pain, they already exited. Then market came down. So here sellers are more, buyers are less. And other type of people, they found the market already run up too much, valuation is high, so they don't want to enter here. So they are waiting for a correction to buy. So less buyers. So this zone became a resistance zone. I hope you understand. Please go to the chart again and use your imagination. What market sentiment is here for the market to halt, and what market sentiment is here market to halt. This picture should go thoroughly, then only we can identify the resistance zones. Market sentiment at previous low. After a few days or months rally on the stock, some people missed the wagon. They were waiting for an opportunity to buy. As the price fallen to the reasonable level, they started to buy and the price started to move up. From here, the market went up all the way. But some people couldn't buy. Maybe they were not having enough stock money or they didn't get a chance to buy. But they saw the market going up. So they waited for the market to come down or correct for a correction to make an entry. So as the market came down and to the support line, same level as the previous low, they thought it is a right time to enter. And it is cheaper. So those people missed this wagon here, they started buying here. And those who shorted here, they sold market here, they bought here. There is something known as short selling in the market. All the people are not buyers, they are sellers. So they short sell here and they buy back here. So these people made money also. Those who missed the wagon, they bought here. So the demand is more. Price make one or two picks with a narrow range. It's a consolidation area, we call it narrow range. Those who lost the chance to buy from a support at initial move, they buy at the second low where they get more cheaper. Hence demand will increase and the price start moving up. We'll go to chart again. Now price started falling down here. Those who identify the support, they bought here. So some people bought here, then market went up. As they saw, this is weekly chart. So 2 weeks the market moved up. Those people who missed this chance or couldn't identify this chance, they were waiting for, they started waiting again to get a dip to buy. So when they got a chance here, they bought. When they got a chance here, some of them bought. So the price stopped falling. And again when they got a chance here, first, second, third, fourth, fifth time touching on the same support, many found that this is a strong support. Number of touches are more, so they found a strong support. They bought. They bought such a way that all those who had selling, they collected all together. The result was a strong upward move. Within a short span of time, those who bought here, they made a big profit. This picture is known as a double bottom and this area is known as a consolidation area. Those who learned the candlestick charting techniques, they already identified here. They got a bullish candle with a small partial gap. And that enough was for them to trigger to buy. And those who buy here, they got a lot of profits. So this is the reason why support zone is working. Sentiment of the market. Those who missed this area, they bought it here. Those who short sold the market, they exited and booked profit. And some people bought here and market slightly moved up. So those who missed the chance to buy here, they waited for a dip. So they when they came back again, they bought it here. And the second time when they came back again, the market bought here. So number of times the support line is touching is showing the strength of the trend line. This horizontal line is a more strength there. So here again people bought. Here it bought such a way that all the selling they collected and the market went up. This is the sentiment, market sentiment on the support. We will conclude this chapter here. Next lesson we'll discuss on trend lines. I try to post next video by next weekend. Meanwhile, I request everyone to go through the lessons what we learned today. They practice more on the charts. Identify the peaks and bottoms. Draw horizontal lines. From there, extend to left side and right side of the chart and see how many times the market has taken support and resistance on that line. The more you practice, the more you will be able to identify the support and resistance. I request everyone to give me a thumbs up if you like my video. If you are not happy, kindly give me a thumbs down so that I can improve myself. And if you put in a comment box what suggestions from your side, I can improve. I am also improving through my everyday teaching. See you again by next week. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Thank you very much for watching my video.